Hello? I hope you're doing good tonight. How is everybody? Today is Tuesday, August 2nd. It's 9:22 p.m. and I'm recording this video on a hot summer night in Westwood, New Jersey. What I wanted to do was show you how to do a COVID-19 antigen home test kit. And also I thought I would talk about how YouTube removed one of my videos where I was showing the vaccine adverse event reporting system. I just done a video about it and YouTube removed it, so I went ahead and removed a second video that I had related to the same subject. So because the test takes 10 minutes, I thought I would talk more about that while we're waiting for the result. So let's just get right into it. This isn't going to be an elaborate setup. I'm doing this in one take, so I'm going to have to turn the camera around and look at what I'm doing, then come back to me, and then I'm going to set up the kit and then show you what I'm actually doing. I'm going to be winging this, so bear with me. But I think by the end of the video you should have a good idea how to do this kit if you decide to do it. So, alright, let's take a look at what we have here. So here it is. This is what you put into your nose. It's a swab, and this thing is called a test cassette. We'll open that up and I'll show you what that looks like. Here's an extraction vial. This will end up going into the test cassette, and we put a cap on that and squeeze the stuff from your nose and from the vial into the test cassette, and that's how you get your results, whether or not you're positive or negative for COVID. So alright, let me get this set up. So as I was saying, here's the test cassette. Let's just open this quickly as possible. It's a bit of a rip here, but I think I got it. Okay, so some kind of funny looking thing. Doesn't seem, it says COVID-19. There seems to be a little kind of hole here on the end. So I think that's where the drops will go in here. So you can see there's a top, like a barcode thing. So I'm going to put the drops on the complete other end, farthest away from the barcode. Now, you said you need a swab. That was the next thing. So I've got the swab here. Tear that open. Okay. Now, according to this instruction that I'm reading, it says to put this in your nostril and rotate at least 5 times in a circular path for a total of 15 seconds. And to put it in 3/4 of an inch. So what's that about? That's an inch. That's probably an inch. Well, let's get it a good reading. You know, we don't want to go through all this trouble just to not have gotten a good sample. So I'm going to put it in at least that far. Did it say left first? I guess it doesn't matter which one you do first, because you have to do both. Ooh, yeah, that's something. Oh, I felt like it got stuck. So turn it. Hopefully I don't lose this cotton piece up there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that was pretty good. It's kind of moist. Hopefully that wasn't too much information. Let's do the other side now. Good 3/4 of the way up. Definitely, it doesn't hurt, but it's an interesting sensation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Pull it out. There it is. It's nothing too nasty. Now I have to take this vial. It's a vial of some type and it has a top on it, like a lid. So you just peel that lid off. So the lid is now peeled off, and you place the swab into the extraction vial and rotate the swab rigorously at least 5 times. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go both ways, back and forth, really turn it, really shake it. Remove it while squeezing the sides of the vial to release anything that might be in the swab, I guess, right? To release liquid from the swab. So I'm squeezing out anything else that might be in this Q-tip. Squeezing it, making sure that any juice falls out of it. So it's all in there nice and good. Then we get rid of this thing. That has to go in the garbage. You don't want it sitting around where it could contaminate anything. If it was contaminated, can happen to be contaminated, I should say. Then remember when we saw that little cap? I don't know if I showed you this before, but there's a little cap now that has to go on top of the extraction vial. You squeeze that in until it push firmly, it doesn't click, but you can tell, you've taken that. So you basically took your vial, put the Q-tube in your nose for about 15 seconds, stuck it in the juice down here, put the cap on it. And here it comes, it says to tap it. Tap it with your finger, mix thoroughly, so make sure this is good and mixed. Like I said, we want to make sure that we're getting a good professional reading right from my bedroom. How do you like that? This is the new test lab for COVID-19 home tests. So, excuse me while I read this again. So insert the extraction vial, reading the instructions, and hold the sample vertically above the sample well. So squeeze the vial gently, allow 3 drops of the sample to fall into the sample unit. So we're trying to see where the well is. Remember I was saying there was the barcode up here, and then there's like an indentation down here, and this must be what, this is the well, and you can even see it's recessed and it's concave, so any drops are going to fall into the test kit. So we're going to just squeeze our 3 drops into there. I see drops falling down. That's, I don't know if you can, how well you can see this, but there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it says 3. I'm going to give it 4 just for good measure. I'm going to put it closer to myself for a second, so I can see. Put it into the light. There. So I gave it 4 drops. I don't know if that's... I can't see how that's a bad thing. The first drop seemed like it wasn't very strong or a very robust drop. So now we have to wait 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes. It says don't wait more than 15. So we've got 9:32. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 9:32. I'll try to keep a good watch on it. So now I think we just set this down. And I'm looking at the positive. One purple line next to the C and one blue covered line next to the T indicates positive result. Okay, so let's see what we get. I probably should have read this before. Not detected negative is just a 1-line C, and that's what I'm getting so far. 9:32. So far I just have the 1 line. So what I was saying was, anyway, was that it's 9:33 now, and I said 9:42 is when we'll take the final reading. So that's how you do it. So there's the kit. So I had put up a video a while ago that was about the vaccine adverse event reporting system, and that's VAERS they call it, or the VAERS system. V as in Victor, A as in Apple, E as in Ed, R as in race, and S as in Sam. VAERS. So it had some hits. I wasn't fishing for hits. I wanted to actually show somebody at work how to navigate the site because I was talking about it with them. And I even thought I was going to take it down in a couple of weeks. I just wanted them to see how to do it. So after a while I just decided to just leave it there. And it was just the website, and I show how to navigate the different functions on the website to run a report. And there was some, of course, there's some adverse events associated with the COVID vaccine. And I wasn't really giving too much opinion about it. I was just saying that this is how it's done, there are adverse events, and everybody has a right to know about it and make the decision that's right for them. And this was back over a year ago. I think it was before the vaccines were mandatory for a lot of companies and before the government was trying to mandate them. And so I had done that website. You know how sometimes you do something and you want to check it to see how it looks? I went back and I looked at it again, both the video and the website, and I noticed that it had changed. Some of the functions were different. I was like, oh, how do you like that? I do a video, and now it's different. People are going to try to run the report. They might not be able to. Of course, now they had a better chance of doing it. They might understand that it was changed a little bit. Things always change. But I wasn't sure, so I decided to do a second video. And this one was called Part 2, I think. I don't exactly remember the name of the video, but it was the same video again, but I was now running it again and explaining that the site had changed, and I wanted to show how it was now different in how you use it. So I did that. I gave not much of an opinion, again, just saying how I thought that people had a right to know about this, and this is how you do it in case you're interested, and please make the best choice for you. And a year goes by, and maybe just a month ago, it was less than 2 months ago, definitely, it was several weeks ago, I meant to do this video then, but I didn't really have a good motivation until I got this free test kit. By the way, a very nice woman gave me this at work, because I had told her about, actually I mentioned to her that I was going to get some free kits from the website that she had told me about as well, a while ago. And so she said, hey, I got an extra one. Go ahead and take the test right now. Don't wait for the kits. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Thank you. You know, so that's how I got this. So anyway, back to the VAERS site. I get that message from YouTube saying that we removed one of your videos. And I look and it's, I only had 2 videos on the channel. Well, 3. I had a weather video, and then I had the 2 VAERS vaccine event reporting system videos. And so they had removed the second one. So it's for medical misinformation. And I wasn't sure how it could be medical misinformation, given that it was just showing the CDC website. But that's what they said. And you get one warning, they said, so it was pretty firm. But, you know, I like YouTube, and I put videos on there. I have another channel as well where I do some songs, another topic for another day. Songs that I wrote, that is. But again, that's not what this is about. So I decided at that time that I wasn't going to contest it. Because of course they say you can contest it. I could have said, well, you know, come on, I'm not really giving opinions, I'm just showing how the vaccine reporting system works, the adverse event system works. But I just said, heck with it. So I took it down, the first video as well. Because I don't want, if it really didn't keep up to the changes in the website that the second one did, and if the second one was somehow offensive to somebody or to even to YouTube bots, maybe it was just a bot that found it. If that was the case, then, you know, it wasn't worth leaving up. I think by now people have pretty much made up their mind what they're going to do. You know, whether it's 2 and done, 2 booster done, or I'm going to get every booster that I can to be as safe as possible and take COVID tests. That's fine as well. Whatever somebody wants to do, that's really up to them. And so that's where the videos went. So if you're wondering, where did those videos go that I had one time done? Well, I took them down because of a YouTube strike against the channel. I didn't feel like losing the channel. And if it's upsetting to people, you know, I don't want to do it. And like I said, everybody's already pretty much made up their mind about what they're going to do going forward. But if you had any apprehension about this home test, it was pretty easy. And it's not going to give you any kind of problem. And you'll know. And if you don't want to take a risk of infecting anybody anyway. So we're at right about the 9:39 minute mark. So it's actually 3 minutes away from the time, and I can see already that it's going to be negative. Well, I had actually absolutely no symptoms, but this woman that I'm talking about, she was so nice to give it to me, and she said, you know, I said, you know, I feel fit as a fiddle. You don't think it's a waste, do you, to use test kit just to know that I'm negative? And she was like, no, do it, you know. So I said, okay, well, thank you. You know, I'll try the free test kit, and it was a good opportunity to film it and test out my new camera that I got, and as well as talk about YouTube taking down the videos, which I wanted to do. And I think now that I did this video, I'll probably be putting up more in the future. It's 9:40. Yeah, and talk about different things. I don't know what kind of things people like to talk about on YouTube, but we could talk more about COVID-related things, or also, I guess, things. I have an idea for a video coming up. It's a doppelganger video about having a look-alike. You know, there are people that look like, there's different channels. There are people that look like people on all the time. And there are channels about that, about doppelgangers. There's channels on everything out there on YouTube. You know, people that eat a lot, they can eat a lot of food. And there's people that do songs, and there's just different subjects, people that are truthers. And so maybe we could do some kind of spiritual videos as well, or whatever pops to mind. whatever's pertinent at that time, whatever's hot, the hot topic is. But still, COVID is still an important thing. So let's take a look at how the test result looks when you get it. And hopefully it's time. Yeah, 9:42 on the dot. It says right in this thing, don't do it past 15 minutes. But you can clearly see the result is the, let's see. Wow, it's hard. It's actually not too easy to see, is it? Let's try to take and focus in on it a little bit. There it is. You can see the one line that's the purple line on the C, which is indicative of a negative result. So that's how you do it. So I guess I'll be going to my day job tomorrow. Because of my negative result, I don't have to isolate for 5 days. And I'm not surprised by the result. So thank you. I don't want to belabor this too much longer. We saw how the test kit works. If you have any questions, leave a comment. We also heard about how YouTube will remove videos that are deemed to be medical misinformation. It may just be robots or bots that are going out and finding keywords that are determining to do this. And so that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative, and I'll maybe talk to some of you soon if you want to leave a comment, if you just want to catch this video and see what's going on with the test kit, that's fine as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your day.